We're all here for you. Do you know how worried your mother is? We're all proud of the progress that she's made, but there's still more work to do. Hello, and welcome back to the Dr. Bokashi Show. We have a very interesting show for you today, but first, an update from last season. We met a group of 5 boys living together in student housing. Their first semester had been nearly perfect. The only issue was Corey, who consistently refused to do his part of the housework. We heard the heart-wrenching accounts from his housemates about the negative effects of Corey's behavior. We had all the boys in our studio that week, and it did not go as smoothly as we had planned. Chairs and spirits were broken. At the end of the episode, however, Corey swore he'd work on his behavior, and the group left feeling good. In the exclusive update obtained by our head producer, we learned that Corey had only stuck to his promises for the week following the filming of the show. In lieu of the boys attempting to seek help again, they decided to follow my original advice and find new, separate accommodation for the rest of their degrees. Andrew, who wrote into the show last season, told our producer that he hopes whoever gets stuck with Corey can stomach it. For today's show, we have another case of friends being torn apart by the actions of one person. Take a look.
Meet Jenny. Jenny is a 20-year-old student from Roscommon. She studies geography and French. Following a year abroad in the south of France, Jenny struggles to reintegrate back into college life. She struggles with keeping up with friends, a part-time job, and beginning her dissertation. And one other problem. A friend of Jenny's came forward to speak with us about the problem that he called an identity crisis and the single strangest thing that he has, ever seen. The severity of the situation is clear.
I just don't really get it, man. We were all in France together, but she just can't get over it. We were all there, we all studied. And she's making a fucking big deal out of it, I don't know, it lasted a lifetime.
Her friends think Jenny is past the point of help. And so they came to us, and we knew we had to intervene.
We have Jenny and Anya in the studio with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for agreeing to help Jenny.
I don't need help, and it's Jenny, like je ne sais quoi.
It's Jenny. See, this is why we're here today.
Now, Anya, I know you're the one who wrote into the show. Could you tell the audience a little bit more about why you decided to do that? How long has this been building up?
It's still hard to talk about. It has been going on a long time now, and it's just upsetting because we were best friends before going to France. We did everything together, and I just don't know this girl sitting beside me. The worst part about it all is I was in France with her and she hated it. She couldn't wait to get home. One day we visited the Palace of Versailles and she turned to me and she was like, "Actually, Jenny, do you even remember what you said?"
I loved the Palace of Versailles. I'm going to live there one day.
That's rich. Seconds after being inside the door, she turns to me and says, "This place is ridiculous. €20 to see this palace. Can't believe people call this a must-see. Do you know where they have real castles? Back home. This place has nothing on King John's castle. That place has real history." Real history, it was the Palace of Versailles.
That sounds like the trip was very hard for you. Thank you for sharing with us. To gain more insight on this problem, we reached out to a few more of Jenny's close friends.
Some friends of Jenny's were very eager to come forward and talk to us. How exactly do you know Jenny?
We got accommodation together our first year, and we've been living together ever since.
She's a classmate of mine.
So you went to France with Jenny?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What do you think's the problem with Jenny?
Honestly, it's like a case of the body snatchers. She came back a new person, and I don't know what happened to her. Every time we leave the house, she says, "Allons-y," like we're in Doctor Who or something.
I think there's a lot of things wrong with Jenny. Nailing down one thing in particular is impossible.
Just don't start. Just, I don't know where to start. It was good. We all loved it. But maybe she just loved it a bit too much.
There's little French flags all over the house, and waking up to the French national anthem at 5 a.m., not my idea of a good time. I don't think anything can make someone like France that much.
Too much is an understatement. I booked therapy for her. I thought that would help. I ended up going to it. Jenny is France now.
We then talked to someone with a little bit more knowledge on the subject of France.
I am Dr. Professor Claude. I am the French teacher here at Mary I.
Okay, so Claude. No, Dr. Claude. How do you know Jenny?
She's one of my students.
Do you think Jenny maybe likes France a bit too much?
Oui. I love France. It is a beautiful country. The food, the language, the weather, and the people. And everywhere you go, the culture is just... I love France.
Do you think Jenny can be helped?
She has what I like to call Paris syndrome.
Paris syndrome is a strange phenomenon experienced by some individuals who, when visiting or going on vacation to Paris, realize that Paris is not what they had expected it to be. In other words, Jenny has the exact opposite of this.
She's not the same person.
I don't even know where to start.
This entire ordeal has gotten completely out of hand.
Now, Jenny, what do you have to say about all of this? Do you believe you might have had a bit too much love for France?
Listen, France affected me on a deep spiritual level, okay? It was like the best experience of my life, and it has defined me as a voluntary French person. Like, I'm fluent, and I'm so gonna live there one day. Honestly, it's who I am. It's who I need to be. People here, they just don't get me. Anya says she's a friend, but like, she's so unsupportive of my hopes and dreams. Like, I want to be French, and I just don't get people that try and hold me back. This is the new and improved Genet, and if people don't accept that, then I don't need them in my life. Pas cool.
Jenny, I understand how you must feel, but can you see how this is affecting your friends? The people who know you are worried about you. You are in deep, deep denial right now, but we want to help you. We're willing to offer you full access to a licensed therapist in your area who can work with you until you've returned to who you were and who your friends know you can still be.
I know who I am, and you can't take that away from me. I won't let you. I don't need help. You do. Stop being so judgmental.
Jenny, this will be good for you. Please consider this offer.
For me, Jenny, will you please take the offer?
I'm literally only doing this for you. I still don't see this as a problem, but you need to get off my back. And if this is the only way to do it, then fine. But I'm still probably going to move to France after all of this, FYI, and you cannot stay in my palace.
Thank you, Jenny. This will be good for you in the long run. If you or a loved one is suffering, please do not hesitate to reach out and call the number on your screen. We'll be back with more from Jenny and Anya after the break.